Halo Infinite released back in 2021 with a free-to-play multiplayer model. The campaign, which many weren't a fan of due to its open-world style and lack of memorable sequences, was released nearly a month later and cost gamers $59.99 just to play it.
Your plan has failed, as have you, Harbinger.
The auditorium is partially rebuilt.
And that is enough.
I do not know.
Find out.
It wasn't all bad. Most reviews were mixed, but many players seemed to generally like the graphics and the gunplay and even a lot of the weapon balancing. The problem early on was really just a lack of features. The game simply didn't have what most people were expecting a Halo game to have when it launched. There was a very limited amount of multiplayer playlists, no Forge mode, no firefight mode, no campaign co-op, and no split-screen capabilities. The armor customization and ranking system were also not very good. You couldn't use the helmets, shoulders, chest pieces, or whatever that you wanted to unless they were compatible with the armor core you were using. Luckily, over the past 4 years, Halo Infinite has quietly added nearly everything it was missing, and quite frankly, it's fantastic.
Prepare for deployment. Bullets secured.
Hill ready. Enemy on the hill. Double kill. Triple kill. Killing spree. Kill tap. Grand slam. Double kill. Hill control. Tangle's closing in.
Transit.
Lost the lead.
343, now Halo Studios, added campaign co-op, mission replay, which is basically theater mode for campaign missions, firefight with matchmaking, which I tend to play a lot of, new weapons and equipment like the carbine, fuel rod, MA5K, which is somewhere between an SMG and an AR, a variant of the Bandit with a scope, which is basically a DMR, new modes like Forge, new playlists, a custom game browser, and new maps, including classic Halo maps like the Pit, Lockout, Guardian, and Valhalla. They also had multiple balancing updates, and in my opinion, it's currently one of the most balanced sandboxes in any Halo game so far. The networking was also completely overhauled to make finding games faster and connections during them better.
You are exposed, Spartan.
Flag returned. Flag.
The game's progression system was entirely overhauled as well, and it's much more rewarding than it was initially. Before, you could really only earn XP from completing challenges, some of which were somewhat hard to achieve. You could use items to re-roll what challenges you currently had, but this wasn't a very rewarding way to play the game, and it felt too difficult to rank up the Battle Pass. Yeah, there is a Battle Pass. The Battle Pass system wasn't the worst I've seen, although I don't ever really like them. The nice thing here originally was that if you buy a Battle Pass, you'll earn all of your premium currency back as long as you complete all the levels of the pass. This means you could theoretically pay for one Battle Pass and get all of the subsequent ones with the currency that you earn back. This isn't the case anymore, but you do earn a lot of the other main currency throughout the levels. Now, every game counts towards your overall rank. Challenges are simpler, like play X number of games or earn this much XP for a bonus. And there are individual ranked playlist ranks as well to show how good you are in a specific playlist. So you have your overall career rank and also individual playlist ranks in those ranked playlists. I don't play ranked anymore, but I like having the option if I ever get that competitive feeling. I won't lie, as a big Halo fan, I even stopped playing Halo Infinite for a while. I'd come back when new operations, battle passes dropped, and I would play through them, but once they were fully leveled, I didn't feel the need to keep playing. I skipped a few events, but you can buy the battle passes you missed if you really want the rewards that are in them later on. Veteran Halo fans will be happy to know that there are also a number of legacy movement modes and playlists. So if you're not into the whole sprinting thing, there are game types you can play that disable sprint and add a little bit of jump height to make things feel a little more classic Halo. Within your unranked playlists, you can even check and uncheck game types you want to play or avoid. So if you really want the legacy Halo experience, like all the time, you have that option. All of these features have really molded Halo Infinite from what was initially a shallow but still somewhat fun Halo game into exactly what it should have been at launch. I truly believe if the game was in this state when it launched to a free-to-play audience, it would have been the resurgence the series needed. But it's not too late. The game is still free to play, and the campaign is available on Xbox Game Pass if you missed it and are interested in checking it out. So pick it up and give it another shot. I can almost promise you'll be surprised at what the game brings to the table in 2025. This is Crimson signing off. See you next time.